So here we are today. We're down Flow. We're down the road from like where I live at over here, like, I don't know, Big Lake's like right across the ditch that's behind me. King and I and Flo. And so the sun has just set. And as I got off to like take a photo of King and I, there was an eagle that flew by. Like, it's the same eagle that's been like flying in front of my house, and I know that it was, and it was like pretty amazing. I tried to capture it, but I couldn't. So today is March the 6th, 2025. I'm out riding right now, and I'm looking forward to the time change. Like, I know that some people wish the time didn't change, but I wish it would change to the time that's coming up and stay that way so that we'd have more time in the afternoon. But everything is not based on like how I wish that things were, right? Sometimes. So hang on, I'm gonna take my glasses off because they're like all messed up where I was riding. But like, life is based on other people too, so I shouldn't be like, hang on, I'm trying to put my glasses in a safe spot because they're real important to me and my work can't see. So, you know, like, everything is not based on individuality. Like, everything is based upon us as a collective. And I guess that's just what the message is right now, is we should all remember that, like, as we are a collective here in the United States of America. We are a collective, a soul collective. Hey King. And that includes like our animals. This is my buddy, King. This is my gorgeous buddy. I love him so much. But anyway, like, we have to remember that not everything is based on us and how we think things should be. And that change takes courage. There goes an airplane. It's like taking off from Manila Airport. So I just like fed my horse today when I got home, and I just like got on him, and I decided that I was going to take a short ride. And so I just want to tell you guys that the word for March is courage. And I want to remind you that change takes courage. Like, everybody that wants to like talk about the president and like his cabinet and everything that's going on, I just want to remind you guys that, hey buddy, I just want to remind you guys that, like, change, I'm going to let him eat some grass as I'm talking. Here, you can eat. That change takes courage, and that President Trump is facing a lot of things, and his cabinet is too, and everybody that's been appointed to be leaders right now. But our country needed a strong leader. And regardless of what your thoughts about him are right now, guys, like, he was elected to be our leader. And so we need to support him and the changes that he's making. Change is not easy. I think there's just like a lot of waste and a lot of fraud that's going on and a lot of corruption. And I'm not saying that he has the answers for everything that's going on. But you know what I like about that? I like the fact that he has a plan. He has a plan for moving forward. Did you see a plan from the last administration? I'm not throwing dirt at him. I'm just saying, did you see a plan other than like take money from us for a fake pandemic? To make us all wear a mask when it was not really the science? And those of us that knew that it wasn't right, that it was a lie, you know, like, there's a mosquito. Oh my God. It's March the 6th and there's a mosquito. But remember that, like, the fact that they wanted us to wear a mask when it was a lie. And a lot of people are going to want to get on here and argue with me. But I'm just saying, this isn't our first rodeo, everybody. A lot of us have lived through pandemics before when we were in a different body because our soul doesn't die. And when the Bible says that your soul doesn't die, that's what that means. It doesn't mean that you have one life. It doesn't mean that you have one life and then it's over. It means that your soul doesn't die, but you get a new body. And if you ever read anything about the Bible, it states that. And I already know everything that people want to say about the Bible, and it's true, like some of the things that people want to say, but there's still some drops of truth in there. Some drops of truth, and we need to remember that. This isn't our first rodeo. This isn't our first pandemic. And those of us who resisted it, we knew. And we didn't give in. And the others who gave in, I don't know what to say. All I can say is, like, you can heal yourself at this point from whatever you did during that time, from whatever programming that you faced, and whatever programming that you received through that jab that you took, you can, like, heal yourself from that. We are all healers. It's deep within us. It's within. Literally, your soul knows the way. Your soul knows the way. Because Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. And you remember that, because as we embody the consciousness of Jesus Christ, which is Christ consciousness, you remember that. I am the way, the truth, and the light. You remember that. You know the way. You know the way. So follow it. And don't be afraid. One of the messages that I received in one of my dreams, I have many, many dreams that are messages, was that we are deprogramming ourselves from fear this lifetime. So face that fear head on with courage, with resilience, and with strength. That's who we really are, deep within. It's all deep within you. It's encoded within your heart chakra. It's encoded within your heart. Remember that. It's encoded within your heart, and your heart chakra, and your heart energy. Follow your intuition. You know what's right. You know the path that you're supposed to follow. So get on with it and just do it. Face life with courage. And I say that as someone who, every day of my life, I face all kinds of challenges. And I live every day of my life facing those challenges. And I just try my best to come up with solutions to whatever is given to me on that day, whatever it may be. And there are many. But I want you to remember that Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. And that's what's important today, because when Jesus says that, Jesus is really talking about you. You remember that. You are the way. You are the truth. And you are the light. Follow your path, everybody, with courage. The word for March is courage. And we need to stand behind our president. And we need to stand behind those people who were given as examples of courage and resilience and strength in that address, the presidential address. We need to stand behind those people. We don't need to stand there, and we don't need to sit down. We don't need to sit down with that. We need to cheer those people on. That little boy, he faces brain cancer every day of his life. Has anybody ever heard some of the things that he said? I'll listen to him today. And that man he is a man already, because he's a man in a boy's body, because only that kind of sickness can mature you. And like he said, did you hear how many times he said he's changed consciousness? That's no accident. That's no accident. His illness has helped him to change his levels of consciousness. We should all pay attention to those stories. Pay attention, everybody. Our levels of consciousness are riding. They are riding. They are riding forward like I am riding this horse today. Do you hear me? Riding forward, not backwards, and not looking behind. We're gonna move forward as a soul collective. And everybody who's listening to this, you're connected to me as a soul collective. And as I speak, that eagle is flying out here in front of me, and I don't know how to turn this around as I'm talking, but oh my God, I'm going to try to get a video. I love all you. All of you, I am the way, the truth, and the light.